What's going on, family? Josh here from Darkroom Supply Company, and got a book in hand. This is a book. I think it's called The Body: Photographs of the Human Body. I don't know if you can see that. And this was given to me by a buddy of mine a while ago. And it's a photography book. Obviously, it shows lots of photos of the human body. Um, got a few books, a few photography books. There's another one. My homie, he didn't give it to me. My homie Sour D let me hold this, and this is like, but that was like a couple years ago, so I should probably contact him. But there's like fashion photos and different photographers and stuff. But beginning of the year, so I figure, I want to make more content. Want to create a lot of content, like a lot. Already have a lot of content, but I want to create like a lot more. That's my one of my sort of resolutions for this year. And so what I decided to do is to sort of explore some of these books that I've rarely looked through. I may have looked through these partially two or three times since I've had them. But there's a lot of good stuff in here, and I feel like I can probably, sort of share some of the images that I like from like some books, and sort of share maybe give a little bit of commentary on the books, or on the images. So I guess this is the first one, and let's see. There's a lot of good images in here too, and again, it's not just like naked bodies, but a lot of it has to do with like human nature and the progression of I guess like from not being able to show nudity to like being able to show it, and how some people considered it art, some people considered it to be sin, but there aren't just naked pictures in here is what I'm saying. So let's see, what's one, there's a lot of good images in here, but I'm going to choose one, try to find one that's like one of my faves. Ooh, can't show that. You don't think YouTube would jive with that? Um, let's see. You know what I'll do? They have some Siamese twins in here. I'm gonna do one of these shots, sort of these, like a composition, like these right here. These sort of contact sheet looking images right here. Can you see that? I like doing and I've incorporated this in my work a few times, but I definitely want to incorporate this in my work a lot more. There's something about having a bunch of photographs from a shoot, because in the shoot, let's say you take 100, 200 photos. Typically, you're only going to pick out a few for your client. Like if it's a paid client, he or she only wants a few out of those images. But sometimes it's like, for the most part, it's not a big deal. But sometimes it's like a shame to sort of see all these like great images, or even images that aren't that great, but sort of just for them to just disappear and sort of just collect dust on your hard drive. But making creative compositions like this, and I think a lot of this stems from my graphic design background, and messing with logos and images and shapes and stuff like that, and sort of exploring. So even now that I do photography, I sort of like to shoot with a graphic design mindset, meaning I'm not limited to the image that I've taken. It's almost as if the image that I've taken is just an asset, it's just a piece, it's just an element that I can use and manipulate in different ways. And obviously I didn't do these, but like you see how these are different photos, right? I'm making sure, or maybe it's the same photo. I think it's the same photo, but you see how the photographer sort of manipulated it in these different setups, which is interesting to the eye, right? All these different shapes from this one single image. This one on there's another one on the other side. Let me put up there. I think they have better ones in here. Let me try to find one. Also, I would encourage you, if you have images that, let's say you have done a photo shoot where the images are really good. I think you can use this one. I hope YouTube doesn't hit me with let me be sure. I don't want YouTube to hit me with some a strike. This image is dope though. I'll show you really quickly. Bam, 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 bam. Well, I guess I can show you. But like again, taking an image and sort of making a piece out of the image, making like a whole nother piece of artwork or a statement out of images. So sort of just repurposing an image, right? Creating a bigger image from smaller images. So obviously this is, I'm assuming there's two people and they have a braid, this long braid going around, but it's sort of broken down into 4 different photos. The captions read, they pronounce water the same way, were disliked for the same reasons. They pronounce machete the same way. Read with the same accent, were not related, work for the same pay. Read the news account and knew it could have easily been them. New illness, didn't wear their hair the same way. We let go for the same reasons, have never met. So I'm assuming there's a larger message within this, but you see how taking one image or taking a few images from a shoot and sort of combining them to sort of make a grid or whatever kind of composition you like to make is a nice technique to sort of repurpose your artwork. Let's do one more. I've done this with a yoga woman before, and I've done this with my buddy Reese Ford a couple times, which made for very interesting images. Let's see. New composition from, here's one. Can I show that? I'm not so sure. We'll go ahead and keep searching. Let me see. And if I can't, because I want to keep holding you guys, so maybe give me 2 more seconds. I'll find something. And if I don't find a composition like that, I'll just show you one more photo that I like in general. I guess we'll just go back to this one right here. So this one is more of like a sequence. It's someone on a swing, I'm assuming, some kind of weird little swing looking thing. Right, and you could see the movement in the still shot. So that's what the person is. And then they're here, and then they're there, and then you have the 2 people up top sort of doing whatever it is that they do, who are the photographers. The opposite page is Michael Sklook. That last name is crazy. Krasinowski maybe. But this is May 30th, 1984, and the one that I'm looking at here, I'm sorry, and then the one on this page is Susie Lake, 1977. Choreographed Puppets is the name of the image, and Who Pulls the Strings is that right there. So interesting. Again, I guess all I'm saying is, there's a lot of ways to repurpose your portraits or all of your photos. You don't just have to use them as is. Take your images, mesh them together, try different, shapes, overlap them, do double exposures, erase some things, maybe do some like sort of stitching where you take one arm off of one image and sort of, copy and paste and blend in another image. It's a bunch of different things you can try. But I guess at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, try some new things. 2018. As a photographer, as a creative, you should always be trying to elevate your work and take it to the next level, or just explore. It doesn't even necessarily mean better than your last series. It just means different and trying new things and trying to speak with your voice, but in different mediums, if that makes sense. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell so that you're notified when I drop new streams of consciousness, new thoughts, new podcasts, and stuff like that. You guys be good. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.